Hey you guys, this is Melanie, the Bacon Grease Goddess. Thank you for joining me on my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. Today, I'm gonna throw some things a little bit outside the box, get creative, and we're gonna see how it turns out. I'm gonna be making a venison Big Mac pie. You're gonna wanna stick around for this because it is going to be quite the adventure. So come on, let's have some fun and let's get started. So the first curveball I'm gonna throw with this one is Big Macs usually call for bread. We're gonna be doing this in a pie, so I'm gonna make a pie crust, but this is gonna be a paleo pie crust. And I'm gonna use Bob's Red Mill paleo baking flour mix to make our pie crust. Now I will put all of the ingredients below, but we're gonna go ahead and get this in our bowl, and we're gonna add in our baking powder. Oops. We are going to add in our salt. Get that stirred together. Let's go ahead and grate in our butter. And I'm just gonna stir in the flour into the butter. Now we're gonna add in our liquid. We're gonna start with 2 eggs. So into my eggs, I'll put our apple cider vinegar. And so now we're gonna be forming basically a pastry. So as you can see with the eggs, it's kind of formed a shaggy dough, but it's not forming into the shape of a pastry ball. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in a tablespoon at a time of cold water. I'm gonna try and do this in my iron skillet. So let's go ahead and get some butter down. And I have glass baking dishes, but I thought, why not go all out? And as you can see, our dough turned into a nice dough. It's pliable. So I'll go ahead and drop that in here. So I've been wetting my fingers and just kind of getting the dough up the sides here. Let's pop it into a 350-degree oven, and I want to cook this almost completely, so we'll start with 10 minutes, but I'll put the times in the description. So what I like to do with my ground deer is I actually like to soak it in salt water. So I have right here a bowl with a strainer in it, cold water and salt right over the meat, and I will rinse that a few times. While our meat is finishing thawing up and I've got it in the salt water, I'm gonna go ahead and make our sauce. So our sauce is your basic Big Mac sauce, but I'm using organic ingredients, and I'm not gonna use sugar, I'm gonna use honey. So I don't even wanna say that it's healthier, it's just more my style. For this sauce, we're gonna be doing some finely chopped onion. Then we're gonna add in some finely chopped Bubby's dill pickle. Finely chopped dill pickle. Our sweet pickle relish. And I cannot find a sweet pickle relish that does not have cane sugar, so this is just organic sweet pickle relish. The other ingredient that is pretty signature to a Big Mac is French dressing. Just a little bit of sriracha. I'm not even gonna measure that. Then I'm gonna add vinegar, and then we need our mayonnaise. For the sweetener, I'm just gonna use a little bit of honey instead of sugar. So it's about a teaspoon. We wanna add black pepper. Oh, there's our pie crust. Here's our sauce, Big Mac sauce. It's got the texture. Let's check out the taste. I think it needs vinegar, and I think it needs a little bit more salt. All right, let's go ahead and pull our crust out. It is really just about finished. Time for the venison. This is the buck that my husband recently killed. We're gonna put that in our bowl. I have rinsed that in salt water. So because it's venison, we need to add in some fat. So I'm gonna be adding in grass-fed beef. This is actually 70-30. So to get started on our meat, I'm gonna first go in with some bacon. We want to use this bacon to not only cook in the fat, but we're also going to use the bacon on top of the burger. All right, bacon is coming off. And we are gonna go ahead, get our veggies in this bacon fat. I've got a chopped onion, some garlic, and a red bell pepper. Now this is not original Big Mac style, but I do wanna add just a little bit of flavor. All right, so the meat is almost browned, but now I want to add in some liquid to cook the meat in, and I want the liquid to completely cook off. I'm first gonna start with some red wine. So what's gonna happen is this liquid is gonna come to a boil, and then it's going to simmer off about 20 minutes. It's gonna take this liquid to simmer off, and then we're gonna go ahead and assemble our venison Big Mac pie. So we've got all of our fixings out to put this pie together. I do wanna taste this just to make sure we got the salt and pepper right. Actually, it's perfect. Okay. What we're gonna do, because this is a lot, we're gonna take half of our meat out. I'm gonna put it in this bowl. And I want this to stick together in our pie crust. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in 2 beaten eggs, some cheese. Now this cheese that I'm putting here in the burger is just gonna help it stick together. Cooked bottom bun, which is a paleo pie crust. And the cheese and the egg is gonna hold the meat together in our pie. Check it out. We need to put some cheese on top, get this in the oven, and this is only going to warm up about 10 minutes just to cook the egg and get the cheese melted. Big Mac pie, going in the oven, melt the cheese, and then we'll put the toppings on. Oh my, we're getting ready for the finale. We're gonna be putting all of our toppings on. The cheese is melted. Let's go ahead with our sauce. Remember that sauce that we made? I went ahead and put it into a Ziploc bag. Can't find my scissors, I think they're outside. So we'll just use a knife right over as if this was a burger. So here's our sauce. The pickles. There we go. There we go. I think that's enough. Perfect. It's sweet and tangy. It's perfect. Bacon. I hope someone's taking notes. This is gonna be good. Sliced pickles. Because we are making this for my husband, we gotta have our pickled jalapenos. Just a few. Just a little bit. I know someone that doesn't like lettuce. Too much.
Go light on that if you want.
Okay, we're going light on the lettuce. Okay. You can pick it off if you want. But I thought it would be fitting to just put our sesame seeds on top. There it is. Okay, let's try it. Wow, it does taste like a Big Mac. Can't even taste that it's venison. Very filling. And instead of the bun, we used a paleo pie crust. What do you guys think? Is this something that you're gonna try? Leave me some comments, let me know. Have you ever remade any fast food and made it a little bit more your style? Leave me some comments below. And thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.